Hey guys, thank you so much for joining in for today's session on this series. I'm single and I know it. Yes, this is for all you singles out there and just wondering how to make your decision with regard to your life partner and marriage, and how to make a decision with regard to your relationships, or you want to equip yourself on this topic. This is for you. Last but not least is to look at the aspect of your character. Now, this is something that, everybody talks about. You have to look at the character of the person. But see, this is something that I used to be astonished about. When a person wants to buy, an automobile, they go and look at the mileage, they look at, how the car is running on the road, and, the background, they check so much. Or if they're about to buy a house, they go and, look at the locality, if it is good. They think so much, they decide after so much of discussions and questions and to be answered, and after so much they make a decision to choose a house or to buy a house or to get a car. But when they have to make the most biggest decision of their lifetime to choose a life partner, they just take it so blindly. They just look at somebody on the road and be like, okay, fine, I think this car looks good, kind of a scenario, or this house looks good, so I don't have to worry whether there's water in this house or not. I just go and get it. That's the kind of way people are choosing a life partner today. Because don't try to get to know a person only for the aspect of marriage, because you won't know the big picture. It's only like the iceberg that's seen above. You won't know what's underneath it. That's why many marriages fail. That's why many people are in trouble. Because they just know the person from the outside only in terms of, with regard to, okay, I'm going to marry this person, so I get to know that person. That's meaningless. You got to know the person, and you got to know inside out before you make the choice. Very, very important. I'm telling you, this is very, very important. Because that's one of the reasons I don't want to make a public statement, but if you are going to marry somebody, you got to know them, and not just sometimes when I hear about some kind of arranged marriages that happen in India, it just amazes me, because the person says, I've not even met that person, I've seen that person's photo, I don't know anything. Come on, this is such an important decision. You cannot take it lightly. It's very important, because what if they look all the great on the outside, but what if you don't know what happens on the inside? Because that's why many marriages fail. Very, very important. And I'll tell you this, when you look at the character of the person, these are things you will know or notice, not when you look at them or look at each other in terms of marriage, but when you know them or get to know them even before you even think of marrying that person. When you are yourself and the other person is themselves, that's when you will actually know them for who they are. What are their spending habits? What do they do when they don't have anything else to do? What do they do in a scenario like this? Or how do they help somebody? What is their heart made up of? Or who are they genuinely? Very, very important. You know these things. These are just some snippet talks, okay? I'm not going in depth, but these are things that you need to think about, okay? So I hope you were blessed by this session where I spoke about some 3 undeniable characteristics that you need to focus on when you are choosing a life partner. And once you do that, you will be able to align your purpose, align your characteristics that God has placed in you, the way you are naturally wired to like a person, and then you will be able to make the right decision in choosing the right person that God has in store for you. Okay, I hope you were blessed by this message. Hope you like it, share it, comment on it. Would love to hear from you. If you have questions, do feel free to ask me, and at the same time would love to get back to you very soon. God bless you.